Don't want to look bad come fight night. My biggest fear has been embarrassed, especially in front of like all these people, like worldwide. Then you be like, come this mean for deck, like like I ain't got time for that. I'm not trying to go out get my butt kicked, like bad. Like I can't do it. I don't want to be embarrassed, bro. It's just my pride. Some people be made for it, some people don't.
Ever since I've known him, since he was a kid, his biggest fear is losing.
Shakur been in the Olympics, showing me the different skills, different outlooks on the things that he learned.
So after Gervonta had a fit and threw a tantrum over his own fans asking him to fight Shakur Stevenson, he ended up deactivating his Twitter, thanks to Shakur. Well, right before Tank deleted his Twitter, he explained why he will never fight Shakur Stevenson. Tank gave the first reason when a fan of his told him, just fight Shakur, just fight him. Gervonta responded with, quote, "No, I will be helping their whole side, which I'm not doing. F up." End of the quote. I guess Tank was telling the fan, shut the F up. As crazy as that sound. But anyway, it's so crazy that Gervonta wanted to help the Ryan Garcia racist side, but he doesn't want to help his own kind of brother? Wait a minute. What kind of logic is that? What kind of principle is that? These are Gervonta true colors. These are Gervonta characteristics. He didn't just help Ryan racist self and his entire racist crew by giving him a payday when he fought him. He also defended Ryan Garcia for cheating by taking PEDs, the same thing he was complaining about when he fought Ryan, and he demanded like 4 to 5 months VADA testing leading up to their fight. How ironic is that? Tank gave Ryan Garcia the pound-for-pound #1 most racist fighter of all time. Tank gave him the biggest payday of his career. However, when it comes to a brother of his own people, his own race, Gervonta doesn't want to fight him because he doesn't want to give him a payday. Make that make sense. The key difference between Ryan and Shakur fight for Tank. Yeah, Turkey is going to pay Gervonta the biggest payday of his career to fight Shakur. However, unlike the Ryan fight, the Shakur fight is going to come attached with an ass whipping. And that's why Gervonta doesn't want the fight, because he doesn't believe he can beat Shakur. He feels that Shakur is superior to him. He feels that his skills is inferior to Shakur Super Saiyan Stevenson. He doesn't want Shakur to Crawford him. Tank is okay with all the fruity stuff Jake Paul is posting of the AI kissing him on the lips, no homo, no diddy. He's okay to go through all that fruity stuff for a payday, but won't fight Shakur for a bigger payday? Man, I'm telling you, he believes Shakur is gonna Crawford him. This is the type of stuff Tank has to put up with to fight Jake for a payday. All this fruity stuff on top of Jake calling him a woman beater and just insulting him left and right. But Tank doesn't want to fight Shakur for a bigger payday than that in a legacy fight when Shakur is not going to disrespect his personal life like that or disrespect him as a man like that. That says a lot about Tank and how much he fears Shakur Super Saiyan Stevenson. That's the reason why Gervonta got his principles messed up, giving the most racist fighter of all time a payday, but doesn't want to give a brother a payday. We all can read between the lines. Even Stevie Wonder can at this point. Now, another thing Gervonta said that I thought it was hilarious. Gervonta said that he felt betrayed by the fans. More specifically, Canelo Alvarez fans or the Hispanic fans that he thought he gained by being an Uncle Tom. You see, Gervonta thought he had all these Canelo fans in his pocket when he was kissing Canelo Alvarez's ass, talking about I'm the Canelo of my division, thinking that's a compliment when that's a diss to his own self. He just compared himself to somebody who tested positive for steroids, combuterol, straight up steroid, not even PEDs. Canelo was not playing. That's why 7 fighters from his camp tested positive for PEDs. And do you guys know Tank had the audacity to throw shade at Crawford instead of Canelo when it came to that? Then he defended Ryan for cheating. So Gervonta thought, man, I got all these Hispanic fans in my pocket because they love me. Man, you should see my Twitter feeds or my X feeds. They love me for defending Ryan after he cheated Devin Haney. Or at least he was deceived to believing so. I told you guys, karma is God's doing, and Tank is learning that the hard way. That's why Gervonta came out stating that he felt betrayed. 1 minute y'all love him, 1 minute y'all hate him. 1 minute he the best, the next minute y'all move on to the next. What's funny about that, the reason why Gervonta was saying all that is because he was receiving all the love whenever he was being an Uncle Tom. However, every time he fought somebody that's not black, you hear Gervonta say, I'm the most hated fighter in the world. So wait a minute. I thought you said 1 minute they love you, 1 minute they hate you. There is no such thing as that if you are the most hated fighter in the world. You see how Gervonta is telling on himself? They only love you for the dumb shit you say. They only love you because they not laughing with you, they laughing at you for being an Uncle Tom. That's why Uncle Tank, the reason why Tank felt betrayed is because the fans that was cheering him on for defending Ryan for cheating and accusing Devin Haney and Bud, as crazy as that sound, for defending Canelo and his entire camp for cheating and claiming that Canelo is pound for pound number 1. He's me at 168. For saying all the Uncle Tom shit, Tank has been selling out since the inception of time, saying that Inouye is the best just to please old media and the race fans. And the moment the shit got hot for Tank, everyone flipped on him. Why? Tank is wondering, why did you guys portray him after he pretty much sold his soul for y'all? He pretty much sold his soul for acceptance, and y'all won't accept him? Why? That's what Tank is wondering. And here's the answer. Tank wasn't aware that he didn't have the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection like Canelo did. Yeah, Canelo fans, they gonna stay on code. But Canelo, Ryan, and whoever fans, they not gonna stay on code for Gervonta. He out of his mind. They don't love you for who you are. They love you for the Uncle Tom shit you say. They love you for selling out because they not laughing with you, they laughing at you. You see, the new drug now is acceptance. It's not clout chasing, it's not clout, it's acceptance. Majority of the fighters today, or I should say 99% of them, they get high off acceptance, which only lasts for like a day or two. Whenever any fighter on the coincidental list, a black fighter, anytime they sell out saying some sellout shit, like Gervonta did, or even like Devin Haney said that Canelo was pound for pound number 1 after losing to Bivol and after Bud beat Errol Spence. Stuff like that. They receive a lot of love when they do that for like a week. And you got to remember, Devin and Gervonta, or even Shakur, they always get hate. So all of a sudden, they get all this love because they sold out or said some Uncle Tom shit. Then they get lost in these love bubbles. You got to remember, it's like if you have a kid and you never show him love, imagine this kid is just receiving hate, and then all of a sudden you show him all the love in the world and show him affection, give him candy, whatever, right? Your kid is gonna be like, man, he gonna feel loved for that moment, and that's how they feel. It's something unfamiliar. Tank, etc., They never felt that type of love before until they get woken up by reality, like Devin did when he got cheated by Ryan, and Ryan tested positive on the A and the B sample. However, the race fans were still defending Ryan for cheating after Ryan pleaded guilty, including Gervonta. That's when Devin Haney saw what time it is. Like, damn, all this time I was selling out, saying Canelo better than Bud when I knew Bud could move up weight classes to beat Canelo anytime. Bill was telling Bud the whole time, you can beat Canelo moving up 3 weight classes. However, on interviews, he won't say Bud is pound for pound number 1. He will hide the truth from the public. All for what? To please the racist fans that hate them? They realized what's up because when it was factual and not up for debate, Ryan cheated Devin, they still defended Ryan Garcia for cheating Devin. That's when Devin and Bill woke up. Or at least I hope they did. Likewise for Gervonta. He thought all that selling out and ass kissing is going to help him and is going to save the day on a day like this when he's dissing Shakur using all of the racist fans' talking points. If you didn't know that was Tank, you would have had mistaken him for Canelo Alvarez. Gervonta did all that. He was repeating everything old media and the race fans said about Shakur. But he didn't get the reception he was expecting. Instead of old media and the race fans co-signing everything Gervonta said about Shakur, they ended up bashing Gervonta, exposing him, calling him a duck, cherry, and worse than that. I don't even want to say it. Right? A man with no cojones. I done heard it all. Gervonta is shocked like, damn, what the hell? Everybody portrayed me. What? You thought an Uncle Tom has weight, Gervonta? You out your freaking mind. And that's why I said everything Gervonta says is meaningless. If it ain't let's fight, we don't want to hear it. We are boxing fans. All that gangster shit you talking about, you don't live it. And if you was cut like that, you would have had fought Shakur in the ring. You could hurt him in sparring for free, but you can't hurt him for the biggest payday of your career in the freaking ring? Yeah, we smell a bullshit. You see, Gervonta has the complexion for the neglection. There's nobody that's going to stay on code for him. Not old media or the race fans. He's against their agenda. It doesn't matter how much he sell out. When it's time to fight, everyone is going to be against you. Tank is learning that the hard way, and that's why he deactivated his Twitter. He couldn't handle the truth. You see, Gervonta has a foundation. It was his core fans, or you can say even the black community, right? But the problem with that, Ali had a voice. Ali's voice was respected because he had character. Everyone knew Muhammad Ali's true colors. Meanwhile, Gervonta, everything he says is meaningless. Like I said, he stands for nothing. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. Matter of fact, Gervonta doesn't even stand for nothing. He stands for being an Uncle Tom. That's what he stands for. He stands for selling out. Why would people respect that? The same guy defending Ryan for cheating and Canelo and bashing his own people? He never praised Crawford, no matter how many times Crawford proved him wrong. He said Errol Spence was going to knock him out. He said, I'm going to knock him out. He said Canelo going to take him out. And Bud did all that and beat the Tank of legacy at 168. The undisputed Tank from another dimension. Crawford Super Saiyaned him. Tank has nothing to say. Meanwhile, he's wishing Inouye luck to fight a tomato can. You hear this? I mean, this is bad. You got Gervonta avoiding Devin Haney when Devin was undisputed. Devin is bragging about making him quit in front of Floyd and everybody, and Gervonta had nothing to say. And I mean something meaningful to say with his cojones by getting in the ring with Devin Haney for undisputed. Gervonta turned down a turkey payday to do so. So Gervonta turned down a Devin Haney fight on multiple occasions, and now he doing the same thing to Shakur that he did to Keyshawn and Devin Haney? Nah, the cherry picking has to stop. The coonery has to stop. Tank is over here criticizing Shakur by telling him, how much money you making to fight T.O.? Imagine someone told Duran, how much money you making to move up 2 weight classes to fight Sugar Ray Leonard? Imagine somebody told Sugar Ray Leonard, how much money you making to move up 2 weight classes to fight Hagler? Like AB said, shut that soft ass shit up. Nobody's trying to hear that soft shit. We want to hear a fight. That's what we want to hear. That's what we here for. The only great thing about this situation is that Gervonta is black. Therefore, it's not going to be that much resistance of people defending him. You're not going to have the Canelo fans, the Loma fans, the Little G fans, the race fans, whoever fans defend Gervonta because they want to see him lose. He's a fighter on the coincidental list. He's not on the hope list. So guess what? When Gervonta was saying, why should I care? Why should we care? At the end of the day, respect is earned, not given. We all know, especially the black fighters in boxing, they got to do at least 5 to 10 times as much to receive half of the credit. That's what Crawford and Floyd had to do. That's what Ali had to do. And if Gervonta is not going to get respect in the ring, he surely is not going to get respect outside of the ring for all the Uncle Tom stuff he done said. If Muhammad Ali was still around today or was fighting today, he will be calling Gervonta the biggest Uncle Tom in the world. Because Muhammad Ali stood up for something. He was a man of principle, not a man that sold his soul, a sellout. Nobody respects that. And Gervonta is finding that out the hard way. What made Ali who he is he told the raw truth and he didn't care who that offended. He didn't want to be liked. He wanted to be liked by the creator. That's why he told the truth. He didn't care about the race fans that hated him the way Gervonta does. Everything Gervonta says is to please the race fans that hate him, that can't stand him. Then he wonders, why did he get portrayed? Tank thought this was La La Land. Better wake up to reality. Hopefully this is going to be a wake-up call for Gervonta. If not, it's going to be a downhaul. If not, it's going to be a downfall. You got Gervonta saying, I'm not going to give Shakur a payday. Meanwhile, he gave the most racist fighter in the world a payday and defended him for cheating afterwards. The crazy part about that, Gervonta is fighting a YouTuber and Jake is posting AI kissing Tank on the lips. What kind of gay stuff is that, right? Tank is okay with Jake Paul doing all this fruity stuff on him. The least thing he could have done was threaten Jake. If you don't take that down, guess what? The fight is off. I know Tank is not on that type of time, so why he okay with this fruity stuff? You see, Gervonta is okay, even with all this fruity stuff Jake Paul is doing to him, for a payday. But he doesn't want to get a bigger payday to fight Shakur. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Oliver Salt for Daily Mail. Gervonta, a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the Roach rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future, though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? What happened? What happened? He won, right? But how he look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different shit when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on it. Like, it turned from love to hate. You know?
Next question.
Now it's not an issue. Top Rank doesn't have an exclusive deal with ESPN anymore.
Okay.
And I'm not with Tyrant.
Right. No. I'm saying back
I'm a free
when.
agent.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean back when.
Okay. I got another thing. Since we here,
I love this, Shakur Stevenson.
Since we here,
you don't even want. This isn't your next profession, by the way.
you work with him, right? So since y'all
with
work
who?
together, Tank, yes.
Yeah.
Since y'all work together, am I in the plans? Because I want the fight.
I'll tell you this. Tank has definitely said repeatedly, I want to fight Shakur.
So
I want to fight Shakur.
If that's the case, if I'm a free agent now, I'm doing whatever I want, I'm going here fighting these guys, am I in the plans? Like, is this 6-fight deal something that's real, or was that like?
No, he's definitely got a plan. And like, there's a lot of fighters which are sort of in group. You sort of say, okay, here's the list of fighters that I'm planning on fighting. It might be 6 fighters, it might be 4, it might be 8. But when you lay out a plan like that, a deal like that, it's sort of like, okay, sometimes it's like 8 fighters, even though it's